Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball Card Breaks. Today we have a Time Travel Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, but any day that you can get cards, you know what? We're going to open them up and we'll just call it what it is. It's Time Travel Tuesday, where we go back into the past to find ourselves some cards that maybe you've never seen before. Or, for me personally, today's edition is all about nostalgia. We will be opening up this two packs of 1982 Fleer football, team football. And so back in the day, Topps had the exclusive rights to create football cards. And so the NFL gave the authorization to create cards that only include the teams, not individual specific players. So the NFL Players Association has not signed off on this. Only the NFL. So all of these cards, which I guess don't have a ton of value, all just represent the actual total team on these. So there's an offensive card and a defensive card for each team. I believe there's 100 total cards in the set. And the last few cards within the set are all Super Bowl cards, and then like additional things like referees. I mean, these are not things that you're going to get super excited about, but in actuality, I find them to be pretty cool. I was 11 years old when these came out. Even back then, I was kind of like, what's this crap about? When it was, not actual individual players. There's no like Dan Fouts or like Joe Montana. These are just, the whole team represented offensively and defensively in these photographs. So we're going to open up the first pack here. You take a look here. It says Teams in Action. Photo cards with solid gold stickers. So there are stickers in here. 7 photo cards, 3 team stickers, and 1 stick of gum. So no, I will not be eating the gum. I am not going to eat 40-plus-year-old gum. But I am curious to see, how these cards look. I know these cards don't have a ton of value, but for me, it's kind of like taking a peek back into my childhood. So I'm kind of looking forward to that part of it, I guess. So there's the gum. And it is a little bit molten. Like this, inedible, absolutely inedible. So we're going to toss that aside. We have 3 stickers here. Oh, it's gold because it's the not the actual part of the sticker, but the rest of it is gold. So we've got the Bucks, very cool. You got the what was this? The Orange Crush Buccaneers. We have the Houston Oilers, now the Tennessee Titans, very cool, and the New Orleans Saints. Very cool. I like those. Okay, let's see what we got here. We're going to start off with Super Bowl 6, where the Dallas Cowboys beat the Miami Dolphins. A little bit off center, left to right. These the Super Bowl cards seem to have the most value. And by that, I mean like a couple bucks. I saw that the Chicago Bears one that has Walter Payton on the front running the ball, the offensive card, was worth a few dollars more. But otherwise, we're not talking about, again, a lot of money here. As you see here, is that Pastorini, who is the quarterback? Oh, no, this is Miami. So that's Bob Greasy, I guess, number 12 for the Super Bowl 6. We'll take a look at the back real quick. And you see here, they don't even mention the players' names on the back. So you're not going to see Bob Greasy's name or Walter Payton's name or Dan Fouts or any of the major players from back then. As you take a look at the total yardage, 185 total yards. And look at the rushing compared to the passing. 252 yards rushing for the Cowboys and 100 yards passing. Who was the Cowboys quarterback with them? Was that Staubach? I mean, I'm guessing it was. What was the year? I'm sorry. This is probably maybe not as interesting to you as it is for me. I can always take a look at these later. Also, there's 88 total cards here, it looks like. Not 100, as I mentioned earlier. It doesn't even say what year it is, so we're going to move on. Okay, coming from all directions, Washington football team. And that is against the Bears. And, I'm always trying to make out who these players are, but it's hard to tell. A defense should take away all escape routes when making a tackle. Okay, and there's like defensive statistics for the 8-8 Washington football team. And then here we go. I think this is actually the best card that I saw. As you see, Walter Payton, number 34, behind Matsui. I think that's number 26. And maybe somebody else who can tell me who number 78 is. And then it looks like a defensive back, number 22 for the Packers. But I believe this is the most valuable card in the base set. 3-on-1. Yeah, Lee's about to get blowed up. Take a look at the back. The 6-12 Chicago Bears. And you could take a look at their statistics for the season. Very cool. Numerically, they're in order of their alphabetical city name. So that's why the Bears are near the top there. Sweeping to the right, this is the St. Louis Cardinals football team. And, I couldn't tell you. Who was the quarterback then? Was it Jim Bakken? I don't know. And they're playing the Eagles. Sweeping to the right, they were 7-9. Did any team have above 5? All teams were below 500 in 1982, somehow. A statistical anomaly. Here is the time before Tom Brady. The New England Patriots leaping for the first down. I don't know. I remember Mark Van Egan was a running back for them back then. I don't know if that's not Mark Van Egan, though. And they're playing the Buffalo Bills. Let's take a look at the back. 2-14. They are well below their current standard of play. Sometimes going over the top is the easiest way to get the tough yardage. Indisputable. Okay, then we have the Atlanta Falcons running to daylight against the Los Angeles Rams, then Los Angeles Rams. Try to look at the names as Jones and I don't know who that is. Let's take a look at the back. And 7-9. I'm telling you, this is card number 1 in the series. There were no teams that were over 500 in 1982. I don't know how it happened. Then we have the Jets sandwiched. What's a good sandwich in New York? Something like a hero sandwich? What's a New York sandwich? That's what they're doing here. I think this was before Gastineau. Was Mark Gastineau on the Jets in 1982? And they went 10-5-1. So the Jets managed to get over 500. As you look at their defensive statistics. And that's going to do it for the first pack. That was pretty cool. I like these cards. I wish I could, like I said, I remember as a kid when my parents would bring these packs home for me. I'm like, what's Flair? And why are there no players, names? It was weird for me back then, but now it's all like, this has got a little tear at the top. I paid $14 total for the 2 packs, plus I paid shipping, which was, I think $3.60 or something. So, inedible gum. I'll make sure I wash my hands. And we have ourselves a Bears logo. Look at that. Very cool, very cool. The angry, vicious bear. Then we have the Buffalo Bills logo. Very cool. And the timeless logo of the Green Bay Packers. Very nice. Okay, we're going to start it off with a card that's going to go into my personal collection. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. I know we're 0-8. They are poised and ready for attack. Hey, they were pretty decent back then. What were they in 82? I guess we'll take a look here in the back. Yeah, they were 8-8. What I wouldn't give for an 8-8 team right now. Gary Danielson was our quarterback. We had Billy Sims, drafted out of Oklahoma, and pretty damn good running back before his injuries. Defensively, we had Al Bubba Baker. We had Mike Kofor. We had some really good players back then. Yeah, that's a great card. I'm happy to have that one. Very cool, very cool. And then we have another Super Bowl card. This is a great one. This one is Super Bowl number 14, 15? I don't know. Number 15, I think. I don't know. It's Pittsburgh versus Los Angeles. Pittsburgh won 31-19 over the Rams. I'll take a look at the back here. Los Angeles almost pulled off one of the greatest upsets, but Pittsburgh's experience paid off. And you're taking a look here at the statistics. 393 total yards. Terry Bradshaw lighting up the sky with 309 yards passed. I mean, that's like through three quarters nowadays, right? And this is team statistics. I'm assuming that this is not on average for the season, is it? This is in the game itself. Yeah, that's what it is. So, pretty cool. Who was the Rams running back then? I don't know. It's hard for me to make out any of those players. I think it's intentional, too. It's like they don't really want you to know. Here's the Packers against my Detroit Lions. And that is Glover. I remember him. And 53, I believe, is Ken Fantetti. I could be wrong about that. Linebacker for Detroit. And it says flying through the air. I think his foot's actually on the ground. He's just trying to get through the gap there. But I'll take a look at the back. What was the Packers that year? They were 8-8. Every team is 500 or lower. That's the way it was. Take a look on the field meeting. NFL team in action highlights. So I think these are the cards that are like at the end of the set. On the field meeting. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's a coach or not. I want to say that the coach for the Washington football team was Joe Gibbs back then, maybe? I don't know. During a game, coaches meet with players on the sidelines to discuss strategy. Okay. What team scored the most points in a postseason game? Answer is number 1, the Bears. They scored 73 in 1940. That's right. They won 73-0, I believe, right? What team has appeared in the most postseason games? That's going to be Dallas at the time with 31. And what team has the most postseason games? Wait, what? Has lost the most postseason games. Sorry. That is Los Angeles, 14 games. Is it the Rams or the Raiders? I don't know. I think they were back in Oakland back then, so maybe it's the Rams. Now you know. Point of attack. We have Joe Ferguson, quarterback for the Bills. And I don't think that's OJ in the backfield. I can't tell. I don't remember what OJ's number was. Point of attack. What was the Bills? Hey, there we go. 10-6. They were above 500. That's 2 teams above 500. And then the NFL team in action highlights. Here's Aloha Stadium. This is for the Pro Bowl, I assume. Take a look at the back. Oh, we've got ourselves another football quiz. I'm going to do the quiz here. In 1933, that was a couple years before I was born, the NFL held its formal championship game. Who won it? It is, number 1, the Chicago Bears. Number C, letter 3. Which team set a Super Bowl record by gaining 429 yards from scrimmage? That is the Oakland in Super Bowl 9. And finally, which team scored 4 touchdowns on passes in a Super Bowl game? And that was Pittsburgh in Super Bowl 13. I think. Okay, very cool. And we're down to our last card. It is the Kansas City Chiefs. They got no place to go. And all the time in the world to get there. It's against the Raiders. The Chiefs were 9-7. They managed to get above 500. As you take a look here, Kansas City gave up only 109.2 yards rushing per game, best in the AFC and third best in the NFL. And that means something back then. That's all they did was rush the ball. Nobody threw, other than the Chargers. They were lighting up the sky. And that was about it back then. So that's going to do it. A nice fun trip down memory lane here, looking at these 1982 Flair teams in action football. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. We're going to come back later in the week with more pack breaks. Until then, everyone, have a great night.